everybody. Today is Wednesday, November 13th. It's 8:21 a.m. I got an offer from DoorDash to go to Cafe Lola. I'm going to get $7.50 for 3.7 miles. I have had the app on since 8 o'clock. So 20 minutes it took to get this particular offer. And everything else hasn't been so good before that. There hasn't been really anything at all that was even close to being worth accepting. My current goal today is $6.50 minimum, $2 for every mile, and nothing met that criteria until now. And I haven't been to Cafe Lola in a while, so I don't know. I don't know what it's going to be like when I get there as far as it being ready. More than likely, the whatever I'm going to pick up is not going to be ready, because the last time I was there, it's been a while, probably about maybe 6 months since I've been there. So the last time I was there, it wasn't ready. So we'll see what happens. Wow, the traffic is really backed up over here today. There's not an accident. I'm going to be making a left, not at this light, but at the next one. But it's showing red like there's a car accident. So that's not good. And yeah, I'd have to go a really long distance to get around it. The traffic patterns are behaving like there could be an accident. Great. Oh, fantastic. Well, at least by the time I get there, the order will be ready. If there's an accident, there's no real way. I mean, it's a long way I'd have to go to get around it. So, yeah. This doesn't look so good. I can't see anything, so I can't tell you. So anyway, there's nothing too exciting going on today. I did some exercising this morning and had some cereal, did a little walking, but nothing else too exciting this morning was happening. I was doing a little research on Medicare. For those who are interested in Medicare, I was trying to figure out, the differences between Medicare Advantage and traditional Medicare with the Medigap plan. This is what us old people have to think about. So I was doing research on that, and I think it just depends on your health circumstances and your financial circumstances. What type of plan makes sense for you, as far as sticking with traditional Medicare with the Medigap plan, or going with Medicare Advantage. And Medicare Advantage makes sense for most people because for financial reasons, that's all they can afford. So they can't afford to stay on traditional Medicare without a Medigap plan, because they'll have to pay 20% above whatever the costs are for any kind of medical services. And medical bills, they can go into the millions, so that will bankrupt people. So that really only leaves the option of Medicare Advantage, which of course is, most people have it with a near $0 copay. So all they're paying for is Medicare. So they're just making their Medicare payment. God, I'm so close to making a left. So close. I can't make it, dude. I'm not in a truck. I'm gonna miss this light. So they have to, most people have to go on Medicare Advantage no matter what, which is fine. I mean, it has all of the benefits of a regular health insurance, and the deductible isn't too bad. I think the problem has to do with people are very fearful of being trapped in a tiny in-network, system, and not being able to see doctors they want to see, specialists if they have some kind of specialized condition, and all the paperwork and loopholes they make people jump through. God, I wish this car would just go so I could make the light. I'm not gonna make it. And I'll have to wait again. Oh boy, there's no way. There's no way I'm gonna make it. I knew it. And this light is so damn long, it isn't even funny. Oh boy, just my luck. No, whatever. Let me press. The app's gonna ding me if I don't press arrived at store. So let me do that now. Yes, I have arrived. The food's not ready. Submit. That'll at least stop it from dinging me for showing up late. Wow, the traffic. I hope I don't have to deliver going north on this road because it's really bad today. There definitely is an accident. I guess whatever, if the delivery is in that direction, I'm going to have to find an alternate route because the traffic's not moving at all. So yeah, so I was looking up the Medicare things, and for most people it's the Medicare Advantage makes the most sense for cost reasons, and it takes care of that 20% gap you would have, and plus it also covers prescription and everything like that. And then the only people that really get worried is if you have a lot of medical problems that are super expensive, then you got to jump through hoops of fire to get your approval through Medicare Advantage, because they're private health insurance, and they're always looking to cut to save money. So they'll make people jump through hoops of fire to get approval to have their medical expensive medical treatments done. I even read about physical rehab, how they will limit the amount of time that you'll get for physical rehab and make it very difficult for you. Even if your doctor says you need to have longer physical rehab, they'll tell you, nope, that's all you can get. So, and for hospital stays, the same thing. They could tell the hospital, nope, we're not paying anymore. Send them home. And the doctor will be like, but they're not well enough, and they'll be like, too bad. It's denied. So that's the fear that a lot of people have with Medicare Advantage. I'm going to make a right turn here, and I've been here before, so I generally know how to get over there. Sorta. I'm going to try going this way and hope they didn't close the entrance here on the right. I can see some cones and red and yellow tape. I think it's okay, and then I got to make a left here. I haven't been here in a long time. And I think Cafe Lola. There it is, Cafe Lola. Of course there's a guy crossing the way, and he's going to cross diagonally because he's not in any hurry whatsoever. Cafe Lola is so slow. It takes so long to get anything. Oh man. Time is 8:35. I'm driving a 10-minute drive, 2.1 miles from here. It's an apartment, and it's handed to me. And I have a gate code, and I'm going to make my way this way, and I don't have to go up Eastern. Thank goodness for that. I did not want to go on Eastern right now with all that traffic. So this particular apartment complex is usually not too bad as far as finding the buildings. But you know what? I don't think they gave me a building number. Let's see. No, they did not give me a building number. So I've got to sort of figure out where the building is, I have a feeling. Oh boy. So I better get my Google Maps ready once I'm at a stopping. Well, I can actually do it while I'm driving. Open up Google Maps there. Now it's ready to go. And then when I get closer, I'm guessing which building number it is based on the apartment number, and we'll see if I'm right. Most of the time when you try to follow the map pin for the location, it's wrong most of the time. So I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to wait. I'm going to follow Google Maps to find it. Oh, should I go? Why not? Why not go for it? And so far everything's fine. The weather's nice. It's 56 degrees, sunny, very little wind, a little bit of chill in the air, light jacket weather. And my miles per gallon is not good right now, but I just started the day. It says like 40 miles to the gallon. That's all right. And I don't know how it's going to be today. I have a feeling it's going to be super slow. Everybody else on YouTube is mentioning how slow it is right now. So I'm just going to just stick with the usual routine and just see how it goes. There's not much else I can do. And then just see what happens. But I don't think I'm going to work past, past noon, I think. Unless I start to feel better. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. I went to bed like at around 10 and I woke up at like 2:30 in the morning. So I'm not in the brightest of moods today. I'm just kind of going with it. Like, just go with the flow. And just see what happens and don't worry about it. That's basically what I'm doing. Oh, look, more construction. How exciting. Let's see, where's my lane? Oh, this is my lane. Oh, okay. I'm trying to figure where my lane is with these stupid cones. It's like, is my lane here or is it over to the left? I just stay right here and just keep going straight ahead. Okay, I'm at a stopping point. Now I can look to see how they did their pin. I don't know if I can trust that. Let's go to Google Maps. Let's see if I can find number 10. Gee, I wish I had my glasses so I could read these numbers better. Oh, there it is. I think it's correct. But I pressed on the building number, I think it is. And it looks very similar to the mapping pin, so I'll try to trust what it says and hope that it takes me to that building. And if it's wrong, then I'll follow Google Maps. I think that's gonna be my plan. Wow, it's busy right now. I better watch out for all these kids. You got kids out, you got people with their dogs. Everybody's out right now. It's so busy. Oh, I don't want to come back this way either. Why are there so many people out right now? Usually everybody's at school already by this time. Maybe they're starting later today for some reason. I mean, it's 20 minutes to 9. Usually people start school at 8. And maybe it's because I don't normally come over here at this time. Maybe that has something to do with it. Oh well, it's all behind me now. There should be no more obstacles ahead. It's going to be this metropolitan looking apartment complex coming up with all the square red shapes decorating it, where it tries to look like it's from a futuristic world. And usually the gate code works on this side. It has 2 entrances, and hopefully the gate code does work. I haven't been over here in a while either, come to think of it. This is one of my regular places I drop off at, but I haven't been here in a while. What's the gate code? Okay, hope it works. Let's try it. It worked. We're in. Come on, gate open. Let me through, please. And it's gonna go straight ahead and then all the way to the end and then make a left. So let's make our way down here carefully, because the people here do drive like maniacs, and it is the time when people are going to work. So just keep my eyes peeled for any kind of sudden people just backing up without looking. I'm gonna make a left here, and then a right, and I gotta look for the building number. I think it's gonna be after. I'm gonna make a right, and it should be the second building coming up. Let's see if it's correct or if it's wrong. It's correct. Okay, great. Now I'm gonna park, and let's see. I see it. I'm gonna park right here. Hello.
Hello.
We had a successful delivery. There were no problems. I rang the doorbell. They promptly answered. I handed them the food and the drink. Clean handoff, no problem. So now I gotta figure out what's the best way to get out of here to avoid all that traffic. And that school, it's like everywhere, no matter which direction I go, I'm going to encounter some type of problem. So I've got to kind of put on my thinking cap and figure out what I should do to avoid any problems. I think the best decision is to head towards St. Rose Parkway and then make a right on Eastern. That should be my general strategy. That should work, because I don't think the traffic was bad traveling. Wait, is that the exit? Yeah, traveling the opposite direction that I was going in to get to Cafe Lola's. Come on, gate, stop moving so I can go through safely. Thank you. So up ahead at the stop sign, I'll make a left turn. And I will then make a right on St. Rose Parkway. And you can see the app is just quiet now. There's nothing. we happen to luck out on that offer. I don't know if I'm going to get anything else. I have a funny feeling that it's going to be super quiet now. Because, oh wait, now I can finally see what those new restaurants are. No Hawaiian style food, no Mo something, and something hut. Choba Hut. I can't even read what they were. I was staring at. There's two new restaurants over there that I've never been to. One was a Hawaiian place, and one said, I think it said Choba Hut. I don't know what the hell Choba Hut is. Both of them sound like Pacific Islander style places to eat. Let's see. I think I'll make a right here. Yeah, I think I'll make a right in here because the traffic is terrible. And then I'll cut through here and get on Horizon Ridge Parkway, and I think I'll be good at that point. And this gives the apps an opportunity to send me something that could be, something could come up right here. Like there's a Starbucks over here. There's a Del Taco. There is a big speed bump here. There's the big, and there's a 7-Eleven over here. There's a few things here nearby that the app could suddenly chime, so it kind of made sense to go this way. Plus, it just keeps me moving. I hate just being stuck at a light in traffic. I just get so, it just messes with my patience. I start to get irritated being stuck in traffic, and I just would, even if it's a longer distance, I don't care. I'm like, just keep this car rolling so I feel like I'm going somewhere. That is the worst feeling. There was one time I was stuck in a traffic jam on the freeway for 2 hours. It didn't move. It was a parking lot because of some major incident that happened. I don't remember what the incident was, but it was I think maybe it was a fire. I think it was like a forest fire. Oh no. Oh no. More construction? Oh, this road. I thought for sure the construction people wouldn't be interfering with this spot. Uber Eats. Let me close my vent. $5.31, 3.4 miles. No. Oh man, and I'm not coming back. If anything shows up here for like the Starbucks right here or the 7-Eleven, I sure as heck am not going. You can forget it. 'Cause this is crazy. There's no way I'm coming back over here. Unless it's a real good offer. It would have to be really good. There's no way. This is just terrible. Now see, I'm sure you guys deal with this too all the time. You get so mad that this is gonna affect, it's gonna make your day harder to get done. Better Buzz Coffee is calling again. Oh God. Do I want to take it? Oh gosh, let me see. Oh God, I'll try to match it and see what happens. Unfortunately, I bet you I get it. I don't really want it. I don't really want. All requests are taken. I didn't get it. Oh, thank God, I didn't want it. I didn't want it. It was Better Buzz Coffee, and it was going to an area where I'm very leery of, but I was like, beggars can't be choosers today. Something else is coming in. $7.06 for 6.6 miles. That ain't gonna work. Yeah, the Better Buzz one was good. I did not want to go to yet another place where there could be problems. $3.18, 3.1 miles, no. And it was a trip radar. It wasn't blinging or anything. So I guess I took too long thinking about it, is my guess, and somebody else pressed it. $3.10 for 3 miles, no. That's fine. It was like an $8 offer. I don't care. It doesn't matter. Just send me some, just somehow make all this construction disappear. Is that possible? Can somebody use their immortal powers and just alter reality like we're in a Marvel superhero show and make these construction people just vanish off the road? That's all I'm asking for. I'm asking for a supernatural event. That's all I need. I don't think that's asking for too much, for a supernatural event to occur to make it so I don't have to deal with construction everywhere I go. And there's gonna be even more construction. I told you guys yesterday they're gonna be building that pedestrian bridge on Green Valley. That's gonna be a total mess. And then they're gonna be widening the freeway right there as well. And I'm gonna just avoid that whole area. That's gonna be really bad. The freeway's gonna be bad, and the surface street is gonna be bad. Multiple surface streets are gonna be bad because everybody's gonna be rerouting themselves to get around it. Oh boy. Well, doesn't look like we're gonna get anything, guys. It looks like I'm gonna end up just heading back home. I'm already almost at Eastern and Horizon Ridge. This is like the nexus of stores, so if nothing comes in here, there's nothing going on. I mean, yeah, because this is, look, everything's right here. Roberto's is here, Baguette Cafe. You got the Stefano's Grill. got the donut place, the pink box, CV, everything. The list goes on and on and on at this intersection. And if nothing comes in, that means it is so slow. Oh man, I currently have 5.5 miles on the car. I am like just not in any mood to be doing this today. I'm trying to stay motivated, but I am not. Maybe it's just the lack of sleep. That must be it. The lack of sleep is really getting to me. And and I am watching a Disney Plus show at home. So, and I've been wanting to watch it, but I've been waiting for the right moment. So I've decided, I'm finally gonna watch it. So it's that Marvel Agatha All Along series. You know, it's like the sequel to the WandaVision show. So I'm like, I'll finally watch it. And so far it's been really interesting. I mean, they've done a good job so far. But I'm only on episode 1. I'm about 15-20 minutes into the show, and it's been good so far. Obviously I have a long way to go, and I'm gonna keep stopping and starting it every time I get a good offer, and then when I get back home. But so far it's been good. I've been trying to find other things to watch other than the news and the business channel and all that stuff, because I'm tired of hearing about political stuff, because it's just nonstop. I'm like, it's very bad for your health to keep hearing political stuff. It's like, I thought when the election was over, but nope, we've now segued into just all the stuff that's going to happen now that the election has been decided. So I'm like, The time is 8:58 a.m. I got something from DoorDash. I'm going to Tropical Smoothie Cafe. I'm going to get $8.25 for 4.4 miles. Not quite $2 per mile, but close enough, and it's better than going to Better Buzz Coffee. So that's why I took it, and then these two together will take me to $15 and change, so almost $16. So I'm about 40% there. I'm predicting I'll have to do obviously 4 to 5 deliveries, or accept 4 to 5 offers to reach the goal of $35. And yeah. So we'll see what happens with that. I'm hoping it's 4 offers rather than 5, so I can just be done. And I was surprised to get this offer as quickly as I did, because it seems to be really slow. There's that general sense in the air that it's not going to be a very busy day. So I was like, well, I'm not going to get anything for a long time. I'm going to get back to watching my Disney Plus, and then this came. So I'm like, wow, no Disney Plus. Okay, I got to make a right here. Hopefully this guy doesn't get in my way. Okay. Let's talk to the little clown box here.
Hi, what can we do for you?
Yeah, hi, DoorDash.
All right, we'll have that at the window.
Thank you. Oh, I hope it's ready. It's like 2 smoothies, I think. Yeah, just 2 smoothies.
Here's that for you.
Oh, awesome.
Of course, have a wonderful day.
Thank you, too. Alright, we're loaded up. I just put them in my delivery box. The smoothies are always so solid, there should be no drippage. And now I'm going to drive on the left side of the road here because it's so busy. There's no way I can drive on the right side because they're all on the left. I mean, they're all on the right side. And I'll make my way back to the right side. I'll make a left turn here. Hit my directions. And I'll make another left turn here. I'll make another left turn here. We're going 9 minutes, 3 miles. It's a leave at the door, and it's a house, and I have a gate, code. Oh, I'm so glad it was a house. When I looked at the map, I thought it was going to be in a corporate section of that area where you have to go up the elevator to these high-rise business offices. This makes it a lot easier. This one it should be an easy drop-off. I don't like it when the first deliveries of the day are apartments. You know, it just sets the day off to a bad start, you know. Apartments have so many obstacles. You've got the gate code first to get in. You got the difficult task of finding the building number, because most of the time wherever they marked it on the map is not right. And then once you find that, then you've got to walk around the building and hope, cross your fingers and hope that you went the right direction to get to the door of the customer. And then the final straw is when they say, hand it to me, or meet at the door. And you've got to stand there waiting for them to wipe their ass or finish chewing their food. Or get off the couch, stop scratching themselves and get off the couch, so they can come to the door and take their stuff. That is the worst. That's why apartments are so unpleasant. It's such a time eater. The stress and the time eating is not pleasant. And then they're not usually not very generous. Usually they're not known for being good tippers. So that's the other problem. But houses, your worst case is you got like a guard or a gate. Those are the worst cases. And then you just pull up, you see the address, you walk up to the door and leave it. And even if they say to meet at the door, at least you know you're right there. You're right at the curb to get to them. So it's not too bad. Oh boy. Oh, and the pickup for Tropical Smoothie was fine. Oh, I gotta beat this light. The pickup for Tropical Smoothie was fine. The drinks were already ready to go, so all I had to do was grab them from the lady in the window. So there was like no waiting at all, and there was no line. That's the best part. There was no line in the drive-thru. And at this time of the morning, I always go through the drive-thru at Tropical Smoothie, because most of the time the front door is locked, and then it's just a total waste of time parking and getting out of the car and walking to the main entrance of the Tropical Smoothie, and it being locked. Then you're just all mad. You're like, God, I wasted all that time. Now I gotta back up, and then by that time somebody else has gotten into the drive-thru line, and now you're gonna wait even longer because you didn't go the drive-thru in the beginning. So, and there's really no penalty for going to the drive-thru. They never tell you, oh, could you come inside, please? That would be Dunkin'. If you go through the drive-thru at Dunkin', they'll tell you right away, you need to come inside, and you're trapped. You're trapped in the drive-thru. So that's the worst. Let's see. Oh, I still got a ways to go. Making a left here at the light. 5 more minutes. 1.4 miles. Ooh, boy. Wow, it's way over there. Oh, it's off of Pacer Verde. Huh. Oh well, at least I got an arrow here. Sometimes this is just flashing yellow. And the cars, man, so many cars come the opposite direction here. It's like, nope. We got a green air, everybody. We're good. We are good. And then everything went fine yesterday, taking my dog to get the nails trimmed. I had a problem with forgetting the paperwork to have his to show proof that he got his rabies shot. So I had to go back home and get the paperwork, and then I went all the way back, and then they trimmed the nails real quick. It's just like 5 minutes I was there. And it was a great price. It was only $12. At the vet, they charge $22 to trim the nails. $10 more. Oh man, I don't even know why I didn't do this sooner. For all this time I've been going to the vet to do it just out of convenience, because that's where I've always gone. And I always was nervous about going anywhere else because I get nervous about young kids doing it. But then I realized it's just nails. It's not that serious. It's not like you're gonna have him groomed by kids. So it worked out fine for nail trimming. I would never have my dog groomed at a Petco or a PetSmart, because my particular dog in general, would get so much anxiety being left in a cage, because he's never been caged. So that the idea of him being put in a kennel, and they have the worst kennels. They're so loud. The kennels in there, they're like these small metal, crates, and they have an air conditioner in there, like it's like a plug-in air conditioner. And the blowing noise that I hear inside that room is so loud, it's deafening. And to think I'd have to subject my dog to all that noise, I'm like, I don't think so. I'm not putting my dog through that kind of stress, having to hear all that fan going nonstop and those dogs barking like crazy that he doesn't even know. It's like a bad daycare center. It's like, no thanks. All right, I'm gonna be making a left here, and then is somebody here? Oh, this guy must be waiting for me. You must be waiting for me to enter the gate code. I'm here to save you. Okay, gate code, I got it. Alright, we're in business. This guy must be so relieved that I showed up. I'm gonna be making a left coming up. Yep, he's following me right behind me. He's like, thank goodness you showed up when you did. I've been waiting here for hours. For hours and hours. I'm gonna make a right here at the stop sign. And of course, he's going everywhere I'm going. That's Murphy. I'm gonna be making a left at the next stop sign. I bet you he's gonna make a left as well. It's weird how everybody always goes the same direction most of the time. And then I'm gonna be making a right turn coming up. Is that an exit point? And then it's gonna be on the left-hand side. I'm gonna park right here, and I think it said it's a leave at the door. Let's see what it says. Yeah, it's just a leave at the door. Let's get it done. Whoa, there go the straws. Oh man, that is gone, thank goodness. Something else is coming in, new delivery, $11 for 10 miles. No thanks. No thank you. That ain't worth it. Man, they had a lot of stuff at their front door. Somebody delivered a whole bunch of cases of water to that customer. I'm glad I didn't get that delivery offer. That would be terrible. That's the kind of offer I don't like. Anything involving cases of water, leave me out of it. The last thing I want to do is hurt my shoulder again, or bang my hands, or get, you name it. How did I get in here? Am I going the right way? Oh no. It's this way. I see it. I see the exit. It's so easy to get turned around in places where you don't normally go. Okay, here's the gate. Now near here is a McDonald's, so maybe I'll get something from the McDonald's. What else is over here? There's a CVS over here. I think that's about it. There used to be a donut place over here, but it closed. There was a terrible donut. It's called Mochi Nut. And they weren't like your traditional donut. They're really small, and they didn't look very good at all. I'm more of an old-fashioned donut person. I like them, I like them big and deep fried. Let's see, $5 and a penny for 8 miles. No. Yeah, I'm more of a traditionalist when it comes to donuts. Although I don't eat donuts anymore. I have to watch my glucose levels. So I've been on a vegetable kick now. Now I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna eat lots and lots of vegetables, and I'm gonna stay away from all the stuff that is sugary or really high in fat. And so far it's been working out. My only weakness, of course, is ice cream, and I have to wean myself off of it. I'll have like a scoop with some fruit once a day, and that's helping me to taper off, because normally I'd have ice cream and then I have all that other junk all day long. So I'm tapering off on the ice cream. I think I decided that the chocolate mudslide ice cream that I have left in the freezer will be the last ice cream that I'm going to have, and then I'm going to shift out to a frozen yogurt, and just stick to having frozen yogurt as a substitute, which is, I don't know if that's better as far as sugar content. I never really checked on that. But at least it's going to lower the fat content for sure, because all that real creamy ice cream is loaded with saturated fat, and that can't be healthy for cholesterol. See how we are when we're old? This is the things that we think about all day long, because we're trying to make sure we don't F up. We don't want to end up laying in that hospital bed saying, wow, we really screwed up. So I think my general goal for longevity is to try to make it to somewhere between 75 and 80. I think that's a realistic estimate for lifespan. I was doing like hereditary searches through my family history to figure out, like, well, how long do people live in general in this family? And I think the general consensus was, for men, it was somewhere between 65 and 75 was the general consensus. Not that there aren't outliers that live much longer, like into their mid to late 80s, but in general, that seemed to be what the outcomes were. But then you got to also take in consideration that these people lived in a time where everybody smoked and drank and did all that stuff, and I don't really do any of that stuff. So I'll probably be on the further end of that spectrum, barring any kind of vehicular accident or slip and fall in the bathroom. I should exceed that. So yeah, a lot of people don't like to think about those things, but I'm always fascinated by statistics and research, and it's always so interesting to me. I always like to play the numbers and figure out statistically what are the outcomes of things. Just because I guess maybe my mind is more of a numbers thinker, and it's a fun activity. just like this job, it's numbers related. It relates to dollar amounts, miles per gallon, odometer readings. So it's really good. This is a very healthy job for people who want an activity that generates a little bit of income, but it's not too stressful because you're managing your own schedule of when you want to work and when you don't want to work. So it's a really good fit for me. The only thing I get more embarrassed about is, that I don't want people to I don't want people to feel sorry for me. Sometimes I go places and I think people are looking at me like, oh, this poor guy, he's really hard up. He's so hard up and down on his luck. He needs this job. He must have really effed up in his career that he has to do what he's doing. And they must think maybe I have some kind of maybe I'm a recovering alcoholic or a gambling addict, and this is what I'm doing now that I filed for bankruptcy. So that's what makes me feel bad when I'm going to all these places. I'm wondering what they're thinking. It's like I want to wear like a t-shirt that says, "I'm not poor, I'm just doing this for fun." The time is 9:38 a.m. and I got an offer from Uber Eats. I'm going to be going to Starbucks. I'm going to get $12.71 for 5.6 miles. Well, everything's going good. With this offer, I will be at $28, leaving only $7 more to go. That means just one more, which is amazing. That means I'm only going to be doing I'm only going to be completing 4 offers today instead of 5. The big question always is, of course, when will that 4th offer materialize? Nobody knows. And I managed to make it home for a little bit. I watched a little bit more of the Disney Plus show, Agatha All Along. I'm now on episode 2. And so far it's good. So far I am enjoying it. It is entertaining me, and that's all that matters. I was getting tired of watching reruns. It's like, how many episodes could I watch of like Father Knows Best and The Brady Bunch and all these old shows that I grew up with watching as a kid? I can only watch them so many times before I have to finally break down and watch something new. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to watch this Agatha All Along. And I saw that the Deadpool and Wolverine is on Disney Plus now, so maybe I'll check that out. I do like the Deadpool movies. I like the first one and the second one. So maybe I'll like this one. I tried to watch it on TikTok. Somebody was live streaming it on TikTok, and I got bored. And I don't know if it was because it was just tiny on my phone or if I just didn't like it. So I'll have to give it another shot. Once I finish this Agatha All Along season, get that done, get that under my belt, and then I'll move on to the next one. But there's so much content to watch nowadays. I don't even know what to watch. There's so much. It seems like it's just endless. It's like there's like a million different streaming services and all these different original shows to watch. And I never know what to watch. You know, back in the olden days, you had a TV guide. You can flip through the TV guide, and that would tell you like, oh, I want to watch that, because they'd write reviews about the shows, or there'd be ads in there. Once cable TV came around, I became totally lost. You know, and when cable TV came out in the beginning, they used to send you a magazine where it was like a TV guide, but it was like a cable TV guide. And it would tell you all like the newest stuff to watch and what was good, and like the newest movies that were coming out. They don't do anything like that anymore. So now I rely on TikTok or YouTube to like push stuff to me, and that's what helps me to find stuff. So I'll be like, oh, okay, I'll have to check this out. The algorithm is saying I will enjoy it, so let's give it a whirl. Alright, I'm making a left turn here, and then I'm going to be pulling into Starbucks. It's probably going to be a larger than normal order for the amount of money I'm getting, so it's probably not going to be ready. Let's see if I can find a decent parking spot. Let's see, how about by this black Porsche? Let's try that. Okay, this looks good. Okay, thank you. Have a good one. I cannot believe it. The order was ready. There was hardly anybody inside of the Starbucks and it was ready. That was awesome. I wonder if people are starting to get tired of Starbucks. I wonder if their days are starting to become numbered. 8-minute drive, 3.4 miles. It's a house and it's a leave at the door. Do not knock and do not ring the bell. Oh God, perfect. This is a really good one. It's super easy so far. I love it when you get decent amount of money for super easy work. You can't beat it. You can't. You can't shake a stick at this, let me tell you. When the offer's good money and the work is minimal and easy, you can't say no to something like that. That is just, man, there's nothing worse than getting an order for like $7 and you got to deliver like all these cases of water and do all this shopping and drive to an apartment and carry it up the stairs. Those are the worst of the worst. Oh, I can't tell you. When I first started doing this kind of thing, how many traps I got stuck into. I had this one. It was like a I think it was like a $12 or $15 offer to drive 3 miles or something like that. It was like, wow, this is really good. And I just had to shop for one item, it said. And when I got there, it was 19 gallons, individual gallons of water. And it was in the middle of summertime. And when I did it, I thought, oh, what the heck, I can back my car up into their driveway and just deliver it and be done. But it wasn't a house, it was an apartment. It was a second floor apartment. Oh, it was so bad. And there was no way to carry the water up the stairs except 4 at a time. And by the time I was done, I was so drenched in sweat. I swore never again. I said, if that ever happens, I'm immediately going to cancel and walk away because it's not worth it. But it was the first time I'd ever been in that situation, so I didn't know. I was a foolish person at that point. But no more. I ain't falling for that no more. And then this person ordered just a whole bunch of drinks and some food and something like that. So I'm just glad it was ready, and it looks like Starbucks is just really slow today. It was the most empty I think I've seen it in a really, really long time. It could be just a lot of people are working today, but I have a feeling that these new coffee shops that open like Better Buzz, I think a lot of these coffee addicts, when they hear about a new coffee shop, they're like pigeons. Like the next place to go, they flock to it. They fly away. So all the coffee pigeons flew away from the Starbucks, and now they're flying. They're roosting over at the Coffee Buzz, that new place that opened up on St. Rose Parkway. I think that's where they are, more than likely, because that's how people are. They get to, especially people that like to loiter. You know, the ones that like to hang out inside the Starbucks. They're always looking for the newest hangout place. You know, I would never do that. I have no interest in hanging out at a coffee shop, but I think there's a certain type of person that really finds it pleasurable either that or they live like in an apartment or like a roommate situation, and they can't stand being in the apartment where their roommates could walk in the door at any minute. So they go to places like coffee shops just to get away from the apartment and the drama that they must endure, living with roommates. So that's my other theory about about coffee shop people that hang out all day inside a coffee shop. There's also that senior set. There was a guy I used to see inside the Starbucks all the time, and I never see him anymore. I don't know if he moved or if he got sick and in the hospital, or if he passed away. I don't know, but he was a real older guy. He looked like he was about in his 80s, and he was always sitting there by himself. And then he eventually made friends with other people, and they would sit with him and chit chat with him. And then he vanished. I don't know. Maybe those people were con artists, and they scammed him and they robbed him. I don't know. I don't know what happens to people. Currently, we have 17.5 miles on the car. I'm getting 57 miles to the gallon, and coincidentally, it's 57 degrees. And the time is 9:49 a.m. And as I have told you before, there is only one more offer to accept at a value of $7. And I'm done, and then I'll be done, and I'll be so happy. I'll be so happy that another day is done. And I will have achieved this goal. I will achieve the goal of doing this activity. Oh, the chicken and pickle is going to be opening, I think it said November 19th, I think it said. So pretty soon. About a week from now, it'll be open. And Chicken and Pickle is a place where people can eat chicken and pickle, amongst other things. And then they can also play pickleball. So it's a place that people can play like a little sport activity, and they can also eat food. And there's eventually going to be a bar in there for happy hour. So it's going to be a real popular place, according to what people are saying on the internet, that it's a very popular place or popular chain. But I've never heard of it. It must be something on the East Coast or northwest. I don't know. It's not over here because this is my first time. I'm from the well, maybe it was in California because I haven't been. I'm from Southern California, but I haven't been in Southern California, living for a very long time. So maybe it was in Southern California, but I never knew because I've been here in the bubble, in the Las Vegas bubble, and was not aware. But at any rate, I didn't know anything about it until I did research on it. So that's going to be opening soon. There's a lot of places that are opening over here now. It's like the expansion that's happening here is happening real quick, and there's just so many opportunities. They're also going to be building a train that's going to go from Vegas to Los Angeles. Well, not really Los Angeles. It's actually the Inland Empire. It's going to go to Rancho Cucamonga, which is pretty good. I mean, there's a lot of people who I think will take the train just for commuting purposes if they want to get a job or something in either Vegas or in Rancho Cucamonga. They can take the train. All right, this is coming up on the left-hand side. It's going to be this house here on the left. Yep, it's this one with the white SUV. I'll turn around as long as nobody is in the way. Okay, we're here. Success. We have completed. Offer number 3 is done. All we need now is one more $7 offer. and it'll be a wrap. This neighborhood's nice. I like the houses here. Yeah, I think it's mostly single and two-story. How did I get in here? I think I'm in trouble. How did I get in here? I think I came all the way down and I think it's at the stop sign ahead. I hope. Yeah, I think this is the right way I'm going. So yeah, so that went out just fine. I opened up the gate, I set it on the ground, and that was it. I took a picture, and that was it. And they said don't knock or ring the bell, so at least I hope that's what they said. I hope I didn't misread the instructions. But I could have sworn that's what it said. It said do not knock, do not ring. I don't think there's any way to misread that when you hear. Otherwise, it would have just said please ring or knock when leaving, which it did not. The very first words were no. That I recall. Oh, this person's making a left. Okay, that means I'm gonna go forward. Okay. And you can see I haven't been getting any shopping orders lately. I mean, not even from DoorDash, really. I haven't been getting any significant shopping requests. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know if maybe people are just not in the mood to use the service anymore. Or maybe it's a bad experience. Maybe people are having a bad experience using the app for shopping. Or maybe because of inflation, the cost of using the app is so expensive now just to buy your weekly groceries. People aren't using it anymore. They really seem to just be using it mainly for, coffee orders and for fast food and restaurants. And that's about it. I have not found people using the app very much lately for shopping. Although remember that one person that had to go all the way to the strip, and they had me get them a computer chair and a pillow. That was shopping, but that wasn't grocery shopping. That was almost like that was something they absolutely had to have because it was like it was like furniture almost. It was like furniture related stuff that they had to have. It wasn't like they needed a bag of potato chips and a 6-pack of Pepsi. It was an actual item that wasn't consumable. It wasn't a consumable item. So I don't know. We could just be. I think we're just in a lull right now, like a real slow period for work. And I think it's gonna be that way. I really think it's gonna be that way all the way to the end of the year. I think people are just trying to budget because the holidays are coming up. They got parties to go to, events to plan, and they've got no time. I mean, think about how little time you have just to get your house ready for the holidays, and get yourself all set up to do the activities you need to do for the holidays. I think there's a real time suck right now. People just don't have any time to do anything. And most of if you think about the holidays, most of the activities revolve around food. So they're covered. They're like, well, I'm just going to get it myself. I've got to save money. I'm going to deal with this event, and I'm going to make a potluck or whatever. I don't know. But at any rate, there's no work. The work is slow right now. And the restaurants seem to be slow everywhere too. I mean, I haven't been to a single place that was packed today. The Cafe Lola, there were 2 people inside of Cafe Lola's, and they're just slow there making stuff. They don't rush to make anything because everything at Cafe Lola's has to have a beautiful presentation and how it looks. So it's almost like an artistic craft they're doing. So so that's what takes them so long. But it wasn't busy inside of Cafe Lola's. And then the second place that I went to, what was the second place I went to? Oh, the Tropical Smoothie. Tropical Smoothie wasn't busy either. There was nobody in the drive-thru lane. They just handed it to me. And then finally this place, Starbucks. Starbucks wasn't busy either. There was nobody in the Well, there was just very few people inside the Starbucks, and it was that large order was already put together, which means they just had tons of free time to put it together. So we'll see with offer number 4 if we get an offer number 4. Maybe we won't. So yeah, I got basically 2 hours to get one more offer. And if I don't get any more, I'm just turning it off. So we'll just have to wait and see. There's nothing else we can do about it. Just wait and see what happens. I was thinking about what I'm going to do in retirement if I stop doing gig work that involves driving around. So I was thinking about how, as you get older, it gets more dangerous to drive. And also, as you get older, you become more of a target for people to assault, for assaults and muggings and whatever it is, to get robbed. Because when you're elderly, people see you as frail and an easy mark to do stuff. So I was trying to think, what else am I going to be doing besides gig work at a certain age? And I was thinking I'd probably go back to doing creating custom artwork on online, where you create stuff and then people find it, and then they customize it with their information, like Uber Eats $6.03, 10.4 miles. No, like let's suppose I design like wedding invitations as an example. That market's overly saturated, so I'm not doing wedding invitations. But let's say I did and somebody was interested. Uber Eats, $5.15, 7.6 miles. No, but if I did wedding invitations, that I would create an original, beautiful design of a wedding invitation, and then the person would go onto the site. Uber Eats, $12.41, 11.9 miles. No, and the person that sees the invitation could customize it with their information. And then they would basically purchase it and make, however many copies of it they needed. And then the site itself would generate the invitations and mail them the physical copies. And then I get royalty money from designing the invitation. So in that sort of regard is what I was thinking about doing. Because that would be something that I could just sit at home and create on the computer as an activity. It's not really an activity though for like walking and stuff. So I'd have to sort of somehow incorporate still some type of activity where I get out of the house. Maybe I can go walk at a senior center. They do have a community center near here. Maybe I'll have to do that in old age. Just schlep on over to the community center and do a little walking. I'm not much of a pool person. I can't imagine going like swimming, or especially I don't like the smell of chlorine, so I don't think it's going to be a match for me. But just going for a walk or something would be fine. And then I think that's how I foresee the next chapter in my life when I'm not doing gig work. Although maybe I'll stay looking young for a long time, and then nobody will know that I'm an old crow. They won't know I'm real ancient. I'll still be able to like saunter around, and people will think, oh, he must be only like 60 at the oldest, 65. He can't actually be 92 years old. The time is 10:22 a.m. I got an offer from Uber Eats. I'm gonna go to Rachel's Kitchen and get $11.23 for 5 miles. I am so happy that this came in, and I'm going to be done. And it looks like it's going to be a house that I'm going to be delivering to based on the cross streets. And so it should be a very easy pick up and drop off. I think the only sticking point will be whether or not I'm delivering a bunch of smoothies or not. Sometimes the smoothies can be very heavy and tricky to deliver, especially if there's a lot of them. So let's just wait and see what happens. I'm gonna look and see what they ordered. To see there's a fiesta salad, a kid's pasta, which usually comes with a drink, and a tuna wrap. So I think there's just one little kid's drink, and that's it. So it doesn't look like it's going to be bad at all as far as picking up the order and being able to transport it. I'm going to go down this way. I'm not getting sick. I'm getting a scratchy throat. And I'm going to go down this way and try to get a front row parking spot. It's this is normally their busy time. Uh-oh, what is this? Can I turn here? Yeah, I thought that yellow crane was in the road, but it's not. Oh, that guy got a good parking spot. Oh, he lucked out. Oh. Are they coming out or no? Are you coming out or no? Are you coming out or are you not coming out? I'm like, I want that spot. I'm like, I don't know how to make it any clearer that I want that spot.
That shot is not going to have the pain, and then I'm going to be doing fine.
The order was ready. There was no waiting. I just got it and left. And now I'm backing out and trying to get myself turned around so I can go out the way I came in. I don't think it's going to be too difficult to make this maneuver since there's an empty parking spot here behind me. Actually, that's the spot I was at. And then I think the fastest way to get over there without too many lights would be to make a right-hand turn here. And let's see, it's a 9-minute drive, 4.1 miles. It is a house. Leave at the door. Please leave at front door on top of green chair. Woohoo! So happy. This day is coming to an end. In about 10 minutes, this day will be over. I'm so happy. I just was not in the mood to do this job today. Was not feeling. Oh, here's that new place, Flower Child. This is that place I was trying to tell you guys the other day. That's a breakfast and lunch place, like a brunch place. It's not open yet. They're still working on it. Flower Child. That's a hard name to remember. It sounds like they just sell flowers, like they're a florist. So, Flower Child. I just gotta try to remember that in my brain. I'm sure eventually I'm gonna get deliveries to have to go there once it opens up. And they're setting up all the Christmas decorations now here at the district. So they're getting it all dressed up, and that's why the road is closed right now. I had to turn around and go the route that I just took because they're working on setting up the decorations and the road is closed. Oh man. Yeah, everything worked out good today. I didn't find anywhere I went to be very busy, but maybe a lot of other delivery drivers gave up. I used to do that when I first started. Like if I felt like it was slow, I would just turn the app off and give up and just try again the next day. It took me a long time to finally just get to the point where I'm just like, I'm just gonna hang out at home and just wait. once I realized that I didn't want to even do it that often anyway, then it really made sense to just wait at home until something good comes in, because it didn't matter. I'm like, well, it doesn't really matter. It's like I just want to get a few deliveries in every day to get out of the house, cruise around town, and 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 then I told myself make about $1,000 a month off of it, and that'll be just fine. I don't need to be making no $4,000 or $5,000 a month. I don't need to drive myself berserk and crazy. That's for people that have to, you have to really rely on the income. I'm like, I just want to do it just as an activity. Not like, I was racking up so many miles on my car when I first started just because it was new. When something's new and interesting, then you get sucked into it. You get like obsessed over it. And then once you get to the point where it feels very routine, then you're just like, I don't want to do this that often. I'm getting burned out. I was getting that way with making the YouTube videos as well. When I came up with the idea to make YouTube videos, I was like, I don't know if I want to do this. I'm getting tired of the activity of doing it on the daily, of talking to you guys on the camera and editing and all that stuff. But I think I've got it down to a science now where it doesn't bother me making the videos every day. I think I figured out a format that it doesn't require a lot of my time. Only my time talking to you guys is right now while I'm just driving. But as far as like putting it together, I try to just put it together systematically, where I think I'm usually done in about 30 to 40 minutes. I'm usually done putting it together with the way I have it structured. And that's not counting rendering time, although my computer's so fast, it renders really fast. But that at that point I'm not even at the computer. So rendering time I don't count, and upload time I don't count. I kind of have templates and I have everything like set up so it's real quick to slap these videos together for you guys to enjoy. And everybody seems to be enjoying the format of being able to, have two different points of view during the video. So it's like, I'll just stick to doing them this way, and hopefully enough of an audience will continue to watch them when it'll be worthwhile to do. And I think my 1-year anniversary on YouTube will be in I think it's in March. I think March will be my 1-year anniversary for making YouTube videos. Although I was making YouTube videos years and years ago, I don't really count that time because I didn't know what I was doing. I was like making videos like in the year 2012 or something like that. Those videos I deleted because they didn't go with the kind of videos I make now. And they were just random videos. Like, what was I making videos of? I think I did like a review of like a computer a tablet, like a drawing tablet, and so like a product review I think I did one time. And I think I did some drawings like live, not live, but I did some drawings. I recorded myself drawing and telling some stories while I was drawing. And of course that didn't go anywhere. That's like a saturated market. There's like too many people doing drawings online and too many people doing product reviews. So even at that time I didn't get that many people, and the quality was really poor. It was just a junky webcam or something. It wasn't like the quality, was the audio and the video was terrible. And that was a long time ago. That's when I was just trying to see if I could just see what it was about. It was kind of very similar, when Facebook first started in like 2007, and you didn't know what the heck it was. You're like, what am I supposed to do with this? And I was like, I uploaded the profile photo and I posted, like my first post was like, well, this is my first Facebook post. It's like, you don't know what to say. What is this person doing? Way to drive. You're a real good driver. You're real good. Real smart. Alright, I'm about 0.6 miles. We'll be making a right turn. And it looks like, I don't think there's a gate or anything. I don't see a gate code. So we're just going to be leaving it in some green chair when we get there. And yeah, it's going to be coming up in about 0.4 miles. I don't think there's any more lights ahead of us to cross, based on what I can tell looking at Uber Eats and the map. So 0.3 miles to go. Yeah, no more lights. I'll be making a right turn, I think, at the next available right turn, I believe. Coming up. Make sure I don't miss it. Throw my blinker on, and I think it's this one here. Or is it it's not this. Oh no, it's not that. That would take me right into a concrete barrier. It's this one right here. Okay, and then it's going to be where? On the left-hand side. All the way down. Wow, they're doing so much construction here. It's so crazy. Up on the hill, you probably can't see it, but there's all this machinery making more houses up at the top of the hill. Alright, it's gonna be on the left. Let me look. Is it this one? Yes, it's that one. It is this one. Let's turn around and leave it on the green chair. Let's leave it on the green chair. Did it. Nice and simple. Oh boy, that was a nice easy drop off. I'm so glad. Ending my dash. Whew. Yeah. All I did was walk up the steps, open that gate, got to that green chair. It was a little bit on a tilt, the green chair. It was like a wicker green chair. And I was a little bit concerned about setting the drink on top of it, but it seemed to be very stable. So I went ahead and set it down on top of the chair. Oh, I gotta make this light. Don't crash. Someone's on a motorcycle. So yeah, so I just set the drink down on the chair, and then also the food was there too. And then I just left because I didn't need to ring the bell. And that was it. And so I hit goal, and I'm so happy about that. And I am just now ready to get back home and keep watching my shows and edit this video, and then just enjoy the rest of my day at home and relax. Kick back and relax. The joys of semi-retirement. I don't think I have anything else super important on my agenda today. I have to check my other dog to see if her nails need to be trimmed. But that won't take very long. And then, oh shoot, I do need to wash my dog. I need to wash my dogs. That's on the list. I forgot about that. Shoot. Well, if I feel up to it, I'm going to wash my dogs later today. And if I don't, I'm not going to. I'm going to wait for another day. I don't think they're going to get any stinkier between now and later in the week. I don't think. So, yeah. And then I don't think, and then other than that, I don't think there's anything else that's critical that's going to be happening today. Oh, wait, they opened up a Dunkin' Donuts over here. And a Poke Bowl. That's new. I'm always keeping my eyes peeled for any kind of new things that they're opening around me, because then if I get an offer that comes in, I'll remember that it is near me and it's a different location. Because sometimes the app will glitch and it'll say go to a certain place and it's like wrong. You're like, there is no such place near me, and I decline it because I know for a fact that it doesn't exist. I had one time it told me to go to a 7-Eleven, and I accepted it, and when I got there, there was nothing there but a dirt lot. There was nothing there. And I was so mad, and I was like, I knew there was no 7-Eleven here. And the address checked and everything of where it said it was. I think the 7-Eleven corporate put the wrong address in, is my guess. But, and of course that was Uber Eats, and Uber Eats doesn't give you anything for showing up anymore, as far as I know. I don't think they give the $3 out anymore. So yeah, so it's really important to be familiar with your neighborhood and know where everything is. Oh man, this would be a good day just to sit out in the backyard and have lunch, just relax, but I probably won't. I'm probably gonna go back to watching that Disney Plus and be a couch potato, knowing me. Well, I guess that's it, everybody. Thank you guys once again for watching. I'll see you guys again next time as we continue our trips through the streets of Las Vegas. Take care. Bye for now.